In China, there are 8 major festivals, including Spring Festival, Lantern Festival, Dragon Boat Festival, Chinese Valentine's Day, Ghost Festival, Mid-Autumn Festival, Double Ninth Festival, and Pure Brightness Festival, also called Qing Ming or Qing Ming by Chinese people. Qing Ming is a 3-day public holiday in China. Depending on the Chinese lunar calendar, Qing Ming usually is on the 4th or 5th day of April. Every year on that day, millions of Chinese people will make a trip to a cemetery, 墓园, sweeping the tombs, 扫墓. Now you know that Qing Ming is not a celebration, but a day to remember and pay respect to the dead, giving appreciation to the family members who have passed away. You may wonder what Chinese people do to pay respect to the dead. But before we go further, you should first understand why treating the dead with respect is so important in the Chinese culture. This is all about 孝. What is 孝? To make it easier for you to understand, 孝 is a type of love with responsibilities. In Western culture, people often say, I love you to their parents and give them a kiss. Well, this is not the case in Chinese culture. Our way to show love is different. I love my parents so much, but I never say I love you to them, or even to my 2 grandparents who have passed away, but I show my love through actions. Chinese people are taught to remember how much their parents have helped them and the sacrifices they have made to raise them and guide them. And guess what? We will never be able to pay them back. What we can do is to take care of them when they get old and give them as much as we can afford. And even when parents pass away, children are responsible for getting the dead a nice place to have peace forever. And then continue to supply them with what they might need. This is called 孝, which is a traditional value children hold to their parents. On Qing Ming Jie, millions of loving children fight traffic on their way to cemeteries, performing a series of ceremonies for the dead. Families and relatives will join together at a cemetery, and they carry lots of items for the activity, such as cooked food, flowers, incense, and paper money ready to burn for the dead. Burning incense and paper items are a traditional culture in China. Paper items can be basically anything, as long as it is in a paper form. Now, family members can sweep the tombs, holding burning incense, and talk to the dead as long as they want. Does it sound like a lot of work? Remember to be a 孝顺的孩子. 孝顺的孩子. A loving child is all that matters. Chinese culture is very important to me and my family, so I value the opportunities to share it with you.
Qing Ming.
清明。
The Qing Ming Festival is a day of reverence for Chinese. People hold ceremonies for ancestors and sweep their tombs on April 5th every year. According to tradition, during the tomb sweeping, people put food in front of the tombs, add new soil on the tomb, decorate the tombs with some fresh branches, and knock heads. A traditional Chinese painting named Riverside Scene on the Qing Ming Festival, drawn 900 years ago, shows the prosperous atmosphere and activities on that day. People return from tomb sweeping with horses and packages in the picture. Now it is a public holiday in China. Although ceremonies have changed a little with time, Chinese still express their grief for the deceased.
Qing Ming.
清明
Hi everybody, welcome to Thai Chinese Classroom. This is Jing 老师. Today I'll tell you something about our Chinese culture. Now it's our Qing Ming festival, which is also called Tomb Sweeping Day. It's one of the 24 seasonal division points in China, falling on April 4th to 6th each year. So now we have a 3-day holiday. After the festival, the temperature will rise up and the rainfall increases. It's the high time for spring plowing and sowing, but the Qing Ming festival is not only a seasonal point to guide farm work. It's more a festival of commemoration. The Qing Ming festival sees a combination of sadness and happiness. This is the most important day of sacrifice. At this time, Chinese offer sacrifices to their ancestors and sweep the tombs of the deceased. Also, they will not cook on this day and only cold food is served. This Qing Ming special food is called Qing Tuan. In contrast to the sadness of the tomb sweepers, people also enjoy the hope of spring from this day. The Qing Ming festival is the time when the sun shines brightly, the trees and the grass become green, and nature is again lively. Since ancient times, people have followed the custom of spring outing. Now, please follow me to enjoy a very famous traditional Chinese poem about Qing Ming festival. 清明时节雨纷纷，路上行人欲断魂。借问酒家何处有？牧童遥指杏花村。
The Chinese Qing Ming festival falls on either April 4th or 5th. Also known as Tomb Sweeping Festival, it is a time for families to remember and pay respects to the ancestors. The origin of the festival dates back to the spring and autumn period, 770 to 476 BC. It was to honor Jie Zitui, a loyal follower of the Duke Wen of Jing State, before he became the king. Jie cut a slice of meat from his own thigh to make soup for the starving duke. A gratified Wen promised to reward Jie, but when he became king, he forgot about Jie. Jie, seeking no gain or reward, quietly left to live in a forest with his elderly mother. When Wen realized his mistake, he tried to persuade Jie to return to the court by setting fire to the forest. But Jie and his mother died in the fire. A saddened Wen declared that no fires could be lit on that day. Thus, people would only eat cold food, and the festival was originally called Cold Food Day. During the Tang Dynasty, the festival evolved into a tomb sweeping event. By the time of the Song Dynasty, candles were also used. Today, Chinese families visit the tombs of the ancestors to pay respects. They sweep the tomb area and clear the weeds. Then they offer food flowers, light candles, or burn incense and pepper gifts for the ancestors. The one-day festival is also known as Clear Bright Festival or Ancestors' Day.